Coconut's heavy.
Coconut's just fucking punching you.
What you doing, Roxy?
All right, we're back. Welcome to episode 3 of the Elite4 podcast. I'm your host, Migs, and with me today...
Noel.
Jordan?
I'm Brian.
The talentless bums are back.
Talentless bums, yeah.
Elite 2. Elite 2 for the bums, as Brian would put it.
There was a lot of demand for y'all to come back. I'm lying.
I
There
feel
was
like you're
no
lying,
demand.
yes.
Is it like there was no demand?
I've been lied to before, and this one really hurt.
It hurts the most coming from
This
you.
one really hurt.
But yeah, so what y'all been up to? It's been a couple weeks since I've seen y'all since y'all were on the last podcast.
Man, really just solid work.
Solid work.
Solid work, my
Yes.
man. You know, I think...
My job is very high demand and generators. And it's hurricane season, so we've been busting ass.
Oh, speaking of hurricanes, y'all see that there is potentially going to be 2 in the Gulf of Mexico for the first time in history.
Yes.
Potentially.
Potentially,
Wait,
yeah.
2 hurricanes?
At the same
At
time.
the same time.
Are they hurricanes or tropical storms?
Right now they're tropical storms,
Tropical
but they
right
can
now,
still, you know.
yeah, turn
I
into
thought hurricane season was over.
Nah,
just beginning.
they're supposed to combine.
Supposed to do a fusion
They're
dance.
going to do the fusion dance.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
And
They're
it's
gonna
going to be Hurricane Gotenks
Yeah.
coming at you.
gonna fuck us all up.
Yeah.
You're merged one big tornado.
You know, is it bad that I just don't even care now? Like, it's so much. 2020 has been a real shit show
I
since
think
January.
I'm like in the middle of it too, since like I'm right there in Corpus.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like shitty because it's like coming like right there. So I'm like,
yeah,
oh, okay, cool.
it keeps like pivoting. Yesterday they said it wasn't gonna come our way. It's gonna
Go to
hit more
Louisiana,
Houston,
yeah.
Louisiana, and then it's like today it just goes our way. And I
Now,
was like, yeah,
I think we have a state of emergency now, Victoria.
yeah.
Where they're telling you to get your water, get everything, supplies you need.
I
I didn't think it was that bad.
think they're saying to prepare for a state of emergency, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
because
so.
we don't know if they're gonna combine. It's still like a big if they will, because they are like a day apart. So like if one keeps going, doesn't come back.
What if one
then-
just stops though and they catch up and it just?
He's waiting for him.
He's waiting for him. Like, hey, what's
Come
up?
on, man.
I was waiting for you, bro.
You want to tear some shit up? Come
Yeah,
on.
let's go. Come on, man.
Dude,
Let's
yeah,
go.
my theory was that the first one's going to do like a loop around and start orbiting the second one, and then we'll pretty much have like a never-ending storm like on Jupiter's like red spot, whatever.
Yeah.
But it'll just be in the Gulf of Mexico and we'll just be under constant hurricane weather.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
Once the lookout, he's gonna drive through first. It's clear. Come on in, man.
yeah.
Everything's gonna be torn up after that.
It's gonna be Earth's red spot, but it's gonna be
Yeah.
like a white spot because of the hurricane, and it's just gonna be for the next 10,000 years. We're gonna have the storm just going, just there's 2 hurricanes just orbiting each other, just feeding off each other.
Yeah, bouncing back
Yeah.
and forth, tagging in like a tag
Feeding
team.
each other the whole time.
Yeah.
The tag team champs.
Yeah.
Just
The
coming
Hardy
in and
Boys.
out. Yeah, the Hardys.
Dude, that's what we should call it.
Yeah.
All the
The
Hardy
Hardy
storms
Boys.
over
The
here,
Hardy
like
Storm, yeah.
Coming off the
First
top.
we had Harvey, now it's the Hardy Boys.
Dude, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, but hopefully, we're laughing about it now, but hopefully,
hopefully we get to see episode 4.
Yeah, hopefully
come to
episode 4 is
fruition.
a thing, and
Yeah.
we're not all under
Episode 4
one.
is the cleanup, the aftermath.
Yeah.
We're picking up branches and shit because our shit got torn up.
Hell yeah, four boys doing some hard labor in the front yard. That's what episode 4 is gonna be.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, unboarding the windows.
I already subscribed right now.
Yeah, I'll probably get more views than anything else.
No shirts.
No shirts.
Shirtless.
Put it back on. Put it back on.
Hey man, don't fat shame me, man.
Yeah.
No, y'all got a dad bod going on.
You don't know.
Dad bods are a thing
You
right
don't
now.
know what the people like.
What the people are looking
Nobody
for.
Yeah.
What the people want.
People want a lot.
That's true.
You gotta give all that to them.
Yeah, I think it's just like there's a lot of stuff going on, like those hurricanes.
And didn't a pipe explode in
I would
Corpus?
say a pipe exploded in Corpus.
I was
too.
actually wondering about that.
I was actually going across the bridge when I noticed like the smoke cloud, and then I saw the big fire,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, "Whoa, what
it was
happened?"
already on fire.
And,
He just barely noticed.
Yeah, I was just like, "Man, what's going on?" And then,
Was it an oil pipeline?
yeah, so it was a pipeline that was that a ship had run into or something like that, and just caused a
What
big
an
explosion.
idiot!
Can we get a fact check?
Get a fact check.
on
It was pretty bad. Like a
He
lot
was
of
home
people,
the whole time.
Yeah, I was
he
home.
saw a smoke cloud and he
He
was
saw
just
smoke
he was
I was
just so
intrigued.
wowed. He was like,
I
wow.
was so wow.
What's
I was
going on?
swerving in and out of the lanes. But in all honesty, it was actually really bad. Like they lost a lot of people in that. It was
God, really?
Oh, people,
yeah,
man.
yeah. It was pretty bad, man. Like
It's a bummer.
so,
It's been a crazy year, dude.
Yeah.
From like World War III, from this pandemic, murder hornets,
This podcast.
this podcast.
podcast.
This podcast is a fucking wreck.
Yeah.
It's a tragedy.
And then like, was that the other week with that that explosion?
Oh, and
Around on the other side of the world.
yeah, on the side of the world, but that was a huge ass explosion, dude.
Yeah.
dude, that was a wicked explosion.
It looked
They
like
said
a
that
movie.
That
like,
was
you
an
know, like,
accident.
Yeah.
They said it was
Yeah.
like an accidental thing. They didn't know what it was at first. That was like a terroristic act.
yeah.
I actually have a friend that was that's from there, and he actually served in the military from there, and he had already had his plane ticket to go back
Oh man.
to jump in back into service, but they told him that it wasn't a terroristic act, that it was just it was an accidental
Explosion.
explosion.
Some
So,
inside information.
yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Breaking
man.
news here
yeah.
on Elite4 podcast.
It's pretty crazy. The people that I
There you
have
go.
in corporates that I know that I've recently befriended is like, it's pretty crazy. Like it's a lot of people, a lot of different cultures out there. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
You heard
For
it here
real.
first.
That's right.
Inside
Inside
information
edition.
here.
Was not a terrorist attack.
Yeah,
CNN.
Strictly an accident.
ABC.
Yeah.
Elite4.
You didn't hear it here first,
On
but
it,
you heard
boss.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
we heard it.
If Noel said it, it's true.
So do y'all have a lot of friends outside the United States,
No.
guys?
No.
Just,
Maybe-
Just us, baby.
just y'all three.
Even just outside that door. No.
My fifth best friend is right there.
Oh, Roxy. Oh yeah, we were joined by Roxy on this podcast.
Oh, Roxy Sock.
She's chilled out today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I was asking because I wondered how many like online friends y'all have with that y'all play games with. Like, are they all around this area, or do y'all actually have some guys overseas y'all play with? And then I was going to ask because that new game Fall Guys came out, and that seems to be a pretty ripened game right now. I mean, I've been watching. I don't know if y'all have played any of it.
I have not.
I have
played any of
not.
it.
I've heard of it, but I have not.
Yeah.
It
played
looks really fun. And, I don't play a lot of video games. I play actually no video games. But I watch a lot of video games. And Fall Guys is one of the games that I've been watching a lot just because it's kind of exciting and kind of like...
What
there's
is
some-
Fall Guys?
So it's like a battle royale kind of game. But instead of like shooting each other and stuff, it's like races. And like it starts off like there's 100 people. And you just got to race to this finish of this obstacle course. And the last, 5 people or whatever don't make it. They get cut off. And then the 95 go, and then they get split on teams, and then it's like a 3-way battle between these 3 teams, and then whoever comes in last, that team drops, like everyone on that team goes. Then they'll have like another race. There's different things. It's like it slowly like cuts you down
Yeah.
until there's only 10 people left.
And that's the final 10. That's the...
And no, I think it goes all the way down to either 10 or 5. I can't remember. But yeah, they had one last thing, and then only one person wins. And it's just like constantly cuts the fat,
Interesting.
But it's really fun because these obstacles, because all you can't do a lot. All you can do is like jump and grab, and that's all you could do. Like there's no other things, and you're just going through this little
It's all about
obstacle
timing
course.
a little bit.
It kinda-
Because someone could mess up doing a jump, and the
Yeah,
other person...
but the
calculates
obstacle
by-
courses
yeah.
really affect you too. Like it'll like push you into someone else or push you off the course, and you gotta respawn. And you're just like, God damn it! And you don't want to like be eliminated because you're like running to that finish line, and people are like finishing in front of you because y'all are just like a giant mob. But it's pretty good. And then they had that big fundraiser going on, whatever, with special effects. I think is what they're called. And it's like a big fundraiser day. They're asking people to donate to them, and they'll get their brand on the Fall Guys as a costume, as a skin.
Oh,
That's what
pretty
like
cool.
Mr. Beast. I want to put like $100,000 down,
That's a
and
good
like
chunk right there.
yeah. So that they've been doing a lot of stuff. So that game has really like came onto the market and like caused a lot of waves. But it looks like it's just like a really fun game, and I was like, man, I might start playing that game, like just because it doesn't look like you need that good skill. Like you don't need to be headshotting people or like
building, like,
You just
for
go.
Fortnite.
yeah, it's seriously like a good old Mario 64 kind of
Yeah,
thing. Like I'm just gonna
that's
jump
what
on
it
this
feels like.
pillar and jump on this guy, and just whatever.
Keep
But,
it simple.
yeah, man. Like y'all should check it out sometime.
Is it free to download?
Dude, I have no idea.
It's free this month.
Is it free this
Oh,
month?
For PlayStation Plus
that's
users?
Why yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's why it's getting a lot
Subscription
of
to
attention.
PlayStation Plus.
Oh, well, then I'm gonna download it for free then, right
Yeah,
after this
yeah.
podcast.
Just
for
get
sure.
your year right now and you get the game. That's all you gotta do.
Oh, I already got it. So.
Yeah, get it. It's yours.
Get it.
Is it
Alright.
downloaded?
You can have it.
Have you
I'm
played
gonna
it?
get it.
I'm giving it to you.
Oh, thank you. It's the nicest
I'm
thing
gonna
I've
give
ever
it for
done.
you.
It's the
It's
sweetest
your-
thing you've ever
it's
done.
yours.
For me, I swear.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it this week, and then I'll let y'all know if win or fall flat on my face because I haven't played a video game in years. Like probably since like the
Game Boy.
oh, dude. Well, I mean, I play my 3DS every once in a while with some Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But as far as like new games go, like I haven't played Battlefield or any Call of
COD,
Duties recently.
yeah.
Nothing like that. The last Call of Duty I played was War at War.
Oh, that's one of my favorite ones, actually.
Classic, but that was
Classic.
like fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If not longer.
Probably
Not
longer.
No,
Maybe longer.
15?
World at War?
World at War. Oh, maybe.
That was the first
That was
zombies
That was like
map.
10 years ago.
That was the first
First
zombies
zombie
map.
game,
It was
yeah.
like 2000.
That's when zombies appeared in Call of Duty. It was World at War.
2009.
So like
2008. No, maybe 2010.
so it's like 12 years ago.
I wonder, yeah, probably.
Probably.
God, man, that's not. Yeah,
That
so
was-
it's been over a decade since I played the video game, like religiously, like just played it. But I don't know. I was thinking about picking up, like playing through some of the God of Wars and stuff like that, just because those are such huge games and beautiful games
They
too.
look fun, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually, I've started one, I've never finished it and gotten to the storyline. But it looks fun. It looks, and it's what, a trilogy now, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
I'm
good
more
games.
of a competitor. I like competitive games.
Yeah?
I want to go against somebody else and know that I'm better than you.
What kind of games?
or-
What kind of games do you play?
Or anything from Call of Duty, Tekken, Fortnite. Fortnite's really, it's just you and 199 other people. Who's the best out of 100 people? But I like competitive games.
Yeah, I think Jordan just like hides until like it's down to like the last
not
three.
true.
Oh, I think they call them campers.
Campers.
Yeah. You see the turn around
Campers.
here?
Nah, because you guys out back.
Yeah, I see it in the game.
I've seen you play Fortnite, Jordan. It's
Oh, you're a Fortnite boy?
It's free.
Well, we all played
look,
for a good while.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the news how that game's banned right now?
Really?
Well,
It's
it's
banned?
not
What do you mean
banned.
I literally played it today.
It's not banned. It just got kicked off Apple, the Apple
Oh,
Store.
the
and
Apple.
Google
yeah.
Play
Oh, though you
Store.
can't have it on your phones. Is that what it is?
I don't know. I think you just can't.
Download it anymore?
Yeah, it's just like not on the Apple
so
services or
if
the
you have an
Google
Android.
services. Yeah.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
Apple,
Why did
Google,
they,
iPhone
take
shit.
that off?
Yeah, Apple
Um,
has a dispute with them or some shit.
It was
Google does.
It had to do, and I might not be 100% accurate, but the purchases that you would make on Fortnite, I believe like they were getting a cut of it, Apple or Google, depending
I
on
think Apple was.
something like that. And so basically, Epic had made their to where their transactions are just directly to them. They cut off basically
middleman.
the
Yeah,
the
they weren't
middleman.
giving Apple their
Yeah.
cut.
You're right.
And Apple's like, no, fuck that. You're off our store. So I guess Androids are still okay.
I don't
the
think
a-
it's on Android either, though.
Really?
I don't know. I didn't read too much into.
But I thought
Right,
that
like-
was kind of crazy that the
Yeah.
a game developer pushing back against a big company like Apple.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Which-
they kind of blew up themselves. Like Fortnite kind of
Yeah, it kinda
got
took
big
off,
real
yeah.
quick. Like they don't even really need someone else to
Yeah.
be that second, that extra name for people
Yeah.
to come to them.
And that's what I was saying. It's good to see like at least one title is pushing back against the media giant that Apple is, because I don't think anyone else has ever really done that before. Like gave that company. Most people are like, oh yeah, I'll do what
It's
Apple,
Apple.
says.
Like I don't got that Apple
Yeah.
money. I can't do that. Like I
Yeah,
can't
but that's
defend
good
myself.
on them, man. Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
in the news. I was like, oh no, but that's pretty good. I only played a couple rounds of Fortnite, and I didn't do good. But
Yeah, I could not get into Fortnite. I couldn't get into the whole building aspect and then trying to like choose. and build.
Anything
You weren't
with,
good
like,
at it.
I just
is
wasn't
what-
good at it. Yeah.
Anything
That's
that
what
was
he's really.
difficult,
Yeah, I just was not good at it.
Anything with
Yeah,
his
yeah.
hands, he's
Yeah.
anything with his
Controller.
hands.
Yeah, the controller.
absolute shit.
What was-
just
what-
looking
I
at
can
it.
crunch some numbers, but
Yeah, you give me some numbers and I'll crunch them.
What are you like, Wreck-It Ralph over here? Like just
Oh,
like
ham
oh,
hands?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph
Crushes
hands.
them.
The controller's
Yeah.
too small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look at it and smash it. Get angry. My son's like, "Oh, Dad, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm playing the game."
Mm.
Speaking of games, though, like I did see the DC fandom was releasing things this weekend, and Arkham Knights looks amazing. If you ever played like the Batman games, they're amazing games.
The Arkham Asylum games.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum. I mean, they're just really well done in their genre, and I think Arkham Knights is a fantastic development that they've done. So I'm really looking forward to that game coming out.
Yeah, I think DC has a lot on their pipe sheet right now, right? A lot of things
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah.
What was another thing? The Snyder's cut for
Snyder's Cut. They just released a trailer for that coming out next year. They released the Batman trailer, which everybody was looking forward to because
Yeah.
nobody knew how Robert Pattinson was going to look or even do
Yes.
as Batman.
I'll go on record and say I had faith in that boy this whole time.
I did too.
He didn't.
Honestly, I did too. They're comparing him to though, like in some of the stills. If you haven't watched it, spoilers. But if you they're comparing it to like Terry McGinnis, like Batman Beyond. It's
Batman
how
Beyond
his
series.
look looks. But
Series that we grew up with.
yeah. But yeah, the trailer was fantastic. I thought it was awesome. Like I said, Snyder's Cut looked great. I think it's gonna do justice for the Justice League. So. And the Black Adam trailer came out too.
Ooh, I haven't seen that one.
It was actually pretty good. Looking forward to that. So there's a lot of things that if DC, like all the DC fans out there, I think it's gonna give them hope for the franchise because I know that they've kind of failed in the past.
They need
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say, man. It's about fucking time.
Yeah,
Because that Batman trailer looked on point, and it made me go back to think like because I saw Aquaman, and I threw up in my mouth. Like I was like, God, this is awful. Like
Yeah.
the cheesy one-liners, like just
Yeah.
unrealistic stuff. Like I was like, dude, I'm done with this movie.
It sucked.
I was,
it really did.
I was
it
done.
really
Like 10
did.
minutes in, I was done. I was like, I don't want to finish this movie, but I watched it all the way through. I was like, maybe it gets better. I was
Yeah.
wrong.
And and I think we've all grown up with both mixes of Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
And we've seen Marvel come so far, but for the DC to have a shining moment finally, I think we're all excited for.
Long
Even
time
for
coming.
Wonder Woman, 1984, like that looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Cheetah looks, badass. So definitely DC's time to shine. I mean, they're really doing their fans justice finally. So
Yeah, I wonder what changed as far as their business
Well,
perspective.
I
of
mean,
it.
we don't even know for sure. We're just talking trailers.
Well, I mean, the trailer's
Yeah.
good.
the trailer
We-
does look good.
we
I
don't
mean,
know
I mean,
for sure.
Brian's got a point.
That
We
could
don't
have been
know
the
for
best
sure.
parts of the
It
movie.
could have been, yeah, right.
Right
It
there.
has
Yeah.
the trailer ever fooled y'all?
We're hopeful.
Has the trailer ever fooled anybody?
Oh,
Like,
I have
on
one.
any of
I have one movie that comes to mind that I
something's
know.
coming-
So
I can't remember the movie, but there has been one that I didn't. There's
I'm gonna take that as a
stuff
no.
He's gonna take that as a no.
Take that as a no. For me, I would say the last Fantastic Four movie fooled me.
Shit.
As a trailer, I was like, ooh, this looks a little creepy. This looks good. I like it. There's some dark tones and stuff going on. And then when I watched the movie, I was like, oh, this is fucking shit, my man. I was like,
What is you
I was
doing,
like,
man?
oh, no, baby, what you doing? What you doing,
man?
Yeah.
what the
Which,
hell?
which I think there's rumors that the Fantastic Four would be in the next phase of the Marvel lineup, which I'm like, yo, dude,
Not
like,
now.
2 strikes already, dog. Like, 3rd strike, you're fucking out of here. Like, hopefully they nail it on this one. But that trailer did fool me to where I went into that movie thinking this was going to be the good Fantastic Four movie, and it wasn't.
I mean, I wasn't too disappointed. I mean, I was and I wasn't in the first releases of the Fantastic
like the
Four.
first
The old ones.
With Jessica Alba?
Yeah, with Jessica
Yeah.
Alba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like those. Silver Surfer.
And they gave us the
Silver-
Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
and
That was
we-
cool.
Actually, they even
to
gave
bring
us-
Silver Surfer to life.
They even gave us a glimpse of Galactus.
Yeah, in cloud form.
In
Yeah.
cloud form there, So I thought they, weren't bad, and I even liked Doctor Doom in the movie. I thought Doctor Doom was actually like really
In the
cool.
first one,
In the
I love Mick Man. I forgot.
Sean, is it Sean McMahon?
I can't remember either. But, yeah, that's the only time I felt like was Dr. Doom was done right
He was
with that
good
guy.
Doctor Doom.
was
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's solid.
he was solid. It was solid Doom for sure. But yeah, misleading on the trailer after that when they rebooted it again.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if the if
It's like it's funny because like you see like in the first ones you see, Chris Evans as
the Human Torch.
Yeah, Human Torch, and then you see him again as Captain America, and later on, he kind of like redeemed himself, I guess more. I didn't think he did a bad job, but I think he fit the role better for Captain
Oh, yeah.
America.
That boy's
Yeah.
Captain America. from
And
now
same thing
on.
with like Fantastic Four. You see Michael B. Jordan in there,
Mhm.
and then you see him in Black Panther,
Panther.
as Killmonger.
Yeah.
So which he did better as Killmonger than what he did in that role in
I
Fantastic Four.
think Fantastic Four just had some really bad writing, maybe even as far as say some
Directing.
bad directing.
Well,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you know?
it's also FX that's doing those. Fox.
Like the budget wasn't good
Really?
enough.
Yeah, it's
Fox
not,
is doing that.
It's Fox.
It is
that-
Fox that's doing
It's
movies,
not
right.
Sony or it's not like Disney. It's
you're
Fox.
right.
They have the.
True,
They're doing
true.
those.
True. That is very
It's
true.
like Green Lantern for.
So is Fox and
Yeah.
Marvel
Yeah.
are they combined now or no?
No.
No, I don't think so.
So Fox would have to hand over some more rights to make the Fantastic Four happen.
Or they do some kind of deal like they were talking about
With
doing with, or they did
Spider-Man?
with Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So- Yeah.
Between Sony and Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to. I feel like Marvel's just gonna make them money. Like, just hand over your rights, let Marvel do what you want to do, and then get your cut of whatever movie. You know.
Have them.
I do like Sony's like little grimier, darker versions though. They're not as poppy and kid friendly as like Marvel is.
Like
like Spider-Man's or the Sony action, the
Oh well.
superhero movies. They're a little more
Look at
Venom.
yeah. So it's, yeah.
The New Mutants that's coming out.
That's
I
That
haven't
one's
seen-
actually really dark.
I haven't seen the trailer for that yet.
I've seen a couple this weekend, and it looks really good. Darker.
they clarified as like a horror, like
Yeah,
a
it's like a
horror,
horror, like,
superhero.
superhero
film.
Which is
movie.
cool.
Yeah,
I like they're doing
Can't wait
that.
for that.
Yeah, that sounds
I
really
think it's gonna
cool.
be really- Black Widow's coming out still. That's supposed to be really good.
Oh
too.
yeah.
I'm so
That
excited
looks
for that.
really good.
Um,
Want to see Red Guardian kick some ass.
yeah, Taskmaster.
Taskmaster
Mm.
too. That guy looks clean as fuck, dude. In that trailer, I was like, dude, that guy looks
Yeah.
fucking like a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like really cool villain.
But I just,
Yeah.
I know
right.
for sure once I watch that movie for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be speaking in a Russian accent, just because of
Like
Red
all the
Guardian.
Romanovs.
Yeah, the
Romanovs.
Romanovs. Like I just want to, dude. I'm just gonna watch that movie and just
Start-
adopt
Just drink
an
vodka
accent.
and just speak Russian.
Yeah, just
We're gonna come
Oh.
back on the next podcast. You're just gonna be speaking in the rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be speaking Russian.
Welcome back
shooting
to
vodka.
Mother Russia.
You sounded like Zangief from Street Fighter.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking hilarious though.
That'd be badass.
If
Man,
he dies, he dies.
Oh, I used to be able to do a lot of accents back in the day, but I can't anymore. I think I lost them
Because
all.
we're old now.
I think so, man.
We lost everything.
I used to bartend with a Mickey Mouse voice a lot, like just throwing people off. Like, yeah, like Joyce and Coke, coming up, like, just do whatever.
Is that Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, I guess so. Like I used to be better at it. I haven't done Mickey
What
Mouse
is
like in 7 years, but that was one that I used to love doing a lot. Just throw people off like, what the fuck is that Mickey Mouse? Like,
Don't do
But yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be a good following year. Coming up in 2021, there's going to be a lot of superhero movies coming out that a lot of fans want to see, especially from DC, like I said. And I even think they confirmed Dr. Fate and Hawkman coming out in Black Adam.
Ooh.
Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Fate.
That's actually really
Yeah.
awesome.
They had some art. I guess.
I think it was from the poster, like from the movie
Yeah.
poster that's supposed to be dropping, that they were releasing the art
Dr.
for
Fate, dude.
Dr. Fate and Hawkman to be in the movie for Black Adam.
So if I remember right in the comics, Dr. Fate is like DC's version of Doctor Strange kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say they parallel.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Like-
They work with magic.
Yeah.
They work with
Yeah.
magic. They have capes. They kind of
See
float
the
around.
future, do whatever. Yeah, got a little bit
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah. Which is cool. I always like Dr. Fate's like little helmet he has.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate is really a cool character for DC. Like I said, it does mimic Doctor Strange, but I think it's a little darker for the DC realm. They do a little bit more grittier stuff than what Marvel really touches. That's what they've been known for, like in the past in their comics. Is a little bit of a grittier, darker kind of background.
Yeah.
Where Jordan said, where Marvel's a little bit more poppy, a little more family friendly. So I think, like I said, I think with DC Fandom dropping all their stuff this weekend, a lot of DC fans have hope. We have to see. A trailer is just a trailer. It's just a glimpse into the movie to see what's going to happen. But I'm hopeful. I really am. I think they're going to do a great job. So we can come back and cover that when we actually get releases on those. So
You know what draws so much of it is the fact that they just simply got The Rock to play Black Adam.
Black Adam, yeah.
this is true.
But he's not a bad
actor.
bad
But
character to
with The
pick
Rock,
for him.
so he has such a big who doesn't like The Rock?
Yeah,
though? Like
That's true.
what is not good? That everything he does is great.
Yeah.
So it's just getting The Rock to be
Black Adam.
Black Adam. That right there, they're already, I
Sold
feel like,
half your tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like the floor is already so.
But I mean,
High.
who else could have played Black Adam. You know, like with size and
Yeah, no, he
stature.
does. He does picture
Dude,
like a
it's
good
just
Black
Rock.
Adam.
The Rock is
The
great.
Rock is great.
Yeah.
Man. He's a
I
huge
heard he
dude.
was supposed to play Lobo at one point,
Yeah, they.
and he
Oh.
would. And you think about it, he would. That would be a good Lobo.
The only thing I have against The Rock is that you see his personality in every role he plays. Like he's like every role he has, like in Jumanji or whatever.
Scorpion King.
Scorpion King. He is The Rock
Yeah,
playing
He's-
Scorpion
he's
King,
Dwayne
or he
Johnson.
is The Rock in Jumanji.
Yeah.
And it's like it has his signature stuff, you know. Like, and I was like, eh. But I was wondering whenever The Rock was gonna make his move into the DC universe or the Marvel universe. He hasn't, done anything in the Marvel universe, and even like people like Sylvester Stallone has made their move in the. In the
Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Guardians of the
you
Galaxy,
know,
yeah.
had a little role in there, which I thought was fucking cool as fuck.
True,
But,
true. Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come right back on this topic of movies. We'll be right back. Hey, this episode of Elite 4 podcast is sponsored by Moonstone. Would you like to harness the power of the moon, or have a Clefairy that you want to evolve? Well, now you can with Moonstone. Moonstone has unique properties allowing you to harness blunt waves emitted from the moon and also make certain species of Pokemon evolve like that. Actually, this is a piece of quartz I found on the ground. It's not real, but if you want to be a real sponsor, please give us an email and I can stop doing these fake advertising sponsorships. It will be great for both of us. Yeah! So, I think AMC is opening up this week. I think by the time this podcast airs, AMC is going to be opening up, and they're going to do that 15-cent tickets
Yeah.
to get people to come out and
come back.
watch movies.
15 cents.
Yeah, but it's only on nothing new. Like they're going to bring back some like classic movies.
Actually, I think Corpus is actually the movie theater there. It's not an AMC. Well, I mean, we have an AMC there,
Mhm.
but they have another one. I think it's an IMAX. I think they opened up and they were doing like old movies like The Goonies. They had playing a couple other old films, kind of classics. But I haven't really been to check it out. Like I said, it's been busy with work. But I've heard that people have been going to check out the movies and stuff like that, which I'm excited because I do like to go to the movies,
Dude.
get some popcorn.
I've been missing the movies, and like a lot of people were really split about it. Like some people were saying, "Oh, you can't pay me enough money to go to the movies," because we are in the middle of a pandemic, and like you're pretty much sitting in a room full of people just breathing in this
Yeah.
contained room. But I'm like, dude, I mean, coronavirus is a horrible thing, and I'm at a point now to where I have the attitude, like we're just gonna have to live with it. Like we're gonna have to just do our social distancing, wear our mask, and just live with it. It's a part of life. And I think we can't just live in a way to where we can't do this because of coronavirus.
Can't be in a little protective bubble. Just I can't
Yeah.
do nothing because of the corona. Don't be. Just wear your protective shit and continue on with your life.
Yeah.
You don't got to stay bubbled in and just. I got to stay at home now because there's a virus outside. Put your fucking mask on. Go do what you got to do.
No, I mean, but I mean, I understand too. Like, if you're an elderly, you're, more affected by it. Like, yeah, I get it. But like, a lot of people, even where I'm at, I have a lot of elderly, people that come in and they're just like, we want to live our life. If we get it, we get it. If not, then great. If we get it, we just got to
I love the
overcome
good
it. It's just the way of the times right now. They don't want to live, stop living life, and I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
Some people do, they want to just be like, oh, well, cool, I'll just chill, I'll stay back. Everybody has their own opinion, of course, or their own outlook of it, but I think Jordan's right. Like, you just got to put your stuff on, make sure you're staying your social distancing, keeping your mask on, and trying to enjoy some sense of normalcy.
Yeah, because we can all agree that there is no going back to normal. Like what we're used to, we probably won't see for, maybe for a long time, maybe ever. Like we don't know, but at some point you gotta say, all right, let's start moving forward.
Yeah.
Let's start dealing with this, and let's go ahead and start taking the steps on at least trying to develop the new normal. And if coronavirus is going to be like, some people say it's going to be a yearly thing, it's going to be around forever, or it might go away. We don't know. But we gotta go back to normalcy, like something.
Or the
Like
best version that we can.
Yeah, exactly. The best version of normal we can
That
we can obtain,
Yeah.
and we can't do that all by just staying in our houses, and bars are still shut down. Like here in South Texas, at least in our county here in Texas, our governor still has the bars shut down unless they're selling food. Like,
Bar and grill.
Yeah, the whole bar and grill thing, which there's like loopholes around of doing things. But like the bar I bartend at, like we don't have a kitchen. Like we were just, I mean, we were working on one, but it was still in the works, and when Corona hit. But I mean, my boss there hasn't contacted me about opening up anytime soon. So now I'm kind of wondering, like, are we gonna open up? Like, I don't know, man. We've been closed for a good while now.
I heard the loophole is like getting a food truck out in front of your bar.
Yeah. So the thing,
Really?
but the thing is that like the way alcohol sales work and food sales work, it's like you just can't have a food truck outside and they provide food. Your bar itself has to sell the food.
Yeah.
So like you have to like give a day rate to like the food truck, like, hey, we're paying you to be here, but your food sales are our sales. Essentially like that, like or other bars are doing a thing to where they will sell you like a plate of nachos for like $8, but all the beers are $1. So at the end of the night, their food sales are way higher than their beer sales, and it's all about being a 51%er, which is like you sell more alcohol than food. But there's certain ways around it. But the bar I work at was your typical hole in the wall bar, to where you just go there to get fucked up and dance, like that's all you're doing. Play the pool, have some beers,
Dance.
like like if you want some food, I have a bag of Frito-Lays over there. You can have that was the food we had.
Yeah. That vending machine back there, go put $1 in there. You get you a bag of chips.
Yeah, and that's
You'll
what
be
we
alright.
had, and there's a lot of bars like that, like and they're still suffering because they can't do it, and I feel really bad about for all the bar owners, because eventually, like one of my life goals is to be a bar owner one day, and I always keep thinking like, all right, and I don't want to save up, get my own bar, and I was like, dude, I'm glad I am not a bar owner right now in this kind of time, like maybe when this time passes, like I hate to profit off of others' misfortunes, but I was like, maybe after this Corona stuff passes and some bars bite the bullet, it might be an open market for new bars to come in and like
New hot
whatever.
spot to go to.
Yeah, like but I don't know. We'll see how that works. Is what we had a few bars open up here in Victoria the past few weeks. I went to what's that one? Bird Dogs.
Bird Dogs right here.
I went to Bird Dogs, just down the road, and it was a good bar. It was a good
it?
place. I mean, but it was set up a lot like a restaurant. Like don't get me wrong, it wasn't like a bar to where you go sit at the bar, have a drink. They had a restaurant, like you had booths and tables, and they did have a little bar section. So it was like your bar and grill kind of
Did you
thing.
get to try the food?
I did.
How was
The
it?
food was good.
Really?
Real
See,
good.
That's what, yeah.
And-
That's always the new thing about when a new place opens that's not a chain restaurant, it's family owned,
Yeah.
personally owned. Like, how's the food?
How's the food?
Foods was mediocre when I went.
Really?
You
It
went?
was.
I still have not been.
What'd you
to
get?
that.
What did you order?
I was so I had ordered the chicken fried steak.
That's what I ordered.
Ooh, okay.
It was, dude. Mine was on point,
Oh,
dude.
maybe mine was not.
Maybe they didn't like you.
Still,
Yeah, so maybe. They're known for their chicken
had a
fried
look.
steak, right?
They're not known for anything. They're brand
They're
new.
brand new.
I heard that. Which was the one that's known for their chicken fried steak?
Well, they claim they have the biggest chicken fried steak in
They
Victoria.
said they'd have the best chicken fried steak in Victoria.
Well, so
Grandy's?
I'll agree with him, because so my thing was the best chicken fried steak in town was Double J's
Double
Eatery.
J's.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had the chicken fried steak. These guys, when I had the chicken fried steak, it was good. It was huge. It was like two big pieces of chicken fried steak. The batter was good, and the steak itself was tender. It wasn't like burnt to a crisp. It wasn't hard.
You could cook
It was like I could cut it with a fork, essentially.
Mm.
Now I was like, oh, this
You-
is a good chicken
Now
fried
that's-
you
steak.
had a good one.
So I don't know how was yours?
Mine was I'd say a little extra fried.
Oof,
To where the steak on the inside was crispy on the edge.
oof. Yeah,
and
they ruined it.
The
yeah,
actual steak was a little crispy?
yeah,
Mm.
the actual steak was crispy.
Yeah.
It was not. It was just overly fried.
Yeah, I have a friend that works in the kitchen there and he just recently got promoted to kitchen manager.
Oh.
And good for him because he is a hell of a chef. And maybe one day I'll bring him on the podcast or on Food Versus,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I texted him that I went, that my experience was really good, and let him know that he wasn't there that day, but he was happy to hear that the guys on the line
His
were
other
doing
team,
good. Yeah,
That's part of his team.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, good job,
That
dude.
was
Like
real
that.
sad.
Yeah.
It was real sad.
Well,
Are you
I would
saying
say
that you
give
could
it.
you could do a better chicken fried steak?
Oh yeah, yes, definitely.
Dude, there's no way, dude.
Then what was served
Steak
to
off.
me
You
Steak
think
off.
you think you could
Wow.
make a chicken fried steak?
compared to what was served to me, that on that plate, yes, I could make a better
I bet
chicken.
you don't even know how to make gravy.
Wow.
I don't. I get gravy on
Wow.
That's
Wait,
half the
he-
chicken fried
Wait, are we
Yeah.
talking chicken fried steak or gravy?
What are you
chicken
topping
fried steak
with?
has gravy on it.
What do you eat your chicken fried steak with?
Just by itself.
You,
Ketchup.
what you
That's probably why you don't like
Ketchup.
it.
do you get French fries with no
You're like-
ketchup
you're-
too?
this is like
you
saying-
freak.
Yeah.
You get a peanut butter, no jelly?
Yeah.
What?
He said by itself. He's like, hey, he probably orders the steak. Let me get my chicken fried steak, but don't put the gravy on it.
Don't
it
put
in-
the breading
Oh,
on
I
it.
never
Put it
get
on
gravy
the-
on it.
Oh
You know-
my
what?
god.
What's wrong with
I
you?
get the gravy on the side
Wow.
because
Wow.
the gravy softens the crust.
That's the point.
Exactly.
No,
It's
I like-
flavor.
I like to have
it's
a crisp.
Texas. It's
No,
It is crisp.
I still cut it and then I dip it in the gravy.
Okay,
It's not a
I'm
French
not,
fry.
I'm not gonna shame you for the way you eat your chicken
I
fried
will.
steak.
What?
But
Chicken fried steak
there's
is
no
not
way.
a critique.
I think you should go ahead and have a Food Versus episode on chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
I should.
I
I think
could-
you should have a steak off versus the guy who made your steak.
I can't make a
Find
better
a guy-
steak than what a chicken
find
fried
a
steak
guy.
to what
Find a
you
guy
got
who's-
because at their peak, I'm sure their chicken fried steaks are good. But on the scale, I probably got the lowest end of their chicken fried
The
steaks
end of
that
his
they could
shift?
possibly deliver.
Yeah,
End of
the
the
end of
shift.
End of this.
The-
I'm ready.
like-
I got this one and I'm out.
Like I'm telling you, it was just like in me working in a kitchen for so long, I never send food back. And I didn't send this one back. I didn't want to. The person I was with was telling me to send it back. I'm just like,
Oof.
no,
Ew.
like no.
What was it?
No,
But,
I can't do that.
yeah.
I like my.
I don't even want to guess.
Like
who
I'll
you're
just
with.
I'll eat around.
Yeah.
I'll just
The parts I
it
don't
was my
like.
chicken fried steak and it had a little hole in the center, just where it was, what I wasn't.
And over here testing it with your fork. Oh,
Yeah.
it's too crispy. Not eating it.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, I mean,
Did you get any sides? What sides did you get
what
with
comes
your-
with it?
it comes
I
with
think-
fries.
Yeah.
But you
I
can
think,
sub it for anything you
I
want.
think I got the fries.
The fries were good. They were
Yeah.
actually they were seasoned.
The best
I
part
appreciate.
of my experience over there was the drinks though. So
Ooh, really? I did-
Yes.
Go ahead.
I had ordered an apple martini.
Okay.
Fancy
All
boy.
right. I don't know who you are, but all right.
And then they had an apple martini, and then they had another a Washington apple martini, a little different.
Fancy
Same
boy.
thing. A little different. This one's from Washington.
Yeah,
Getting
But,
the martinis, my
oh,
God.
they
Really?
were really good, and I actually started making martinis the other day.
Oh, really?
Like Tom
Yes.
Cruise.
Really?
A cocktail.
Hey, cocktails?
Yeah, I did. I made my first martini, and it was delicious.
Says who? You?
Dude,
Me?
No, I told Brian about this. Brian was
Yeah.
talking about something. And I was like, Brian, it'd be so much cheaper if you just go make your own martinis at home because it is cheaper. It's so much cheaper because
Yeah.
martinis are such their price point is really high because
Yes,
you
$10
put them in the-
a martini, pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah,
And
Oh, yeah,
it's
you're
really
right.
just like a couple shots of vodka and
Yeah.
some other
Now,
flavors
the
in
mar-
it.
Piece
That's
of
all
fruit
it
on the
is.
side.
The martini
Yeah.
that I do miss is the martini that you had at the restaurant you were working at downtown. The
San-
jalapeno martini.
The Sandera.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Sandera.
Sandera. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, when I managed the Sandera, we did we always did we did a jalapeno infused Mexican martini. No, it
It
was
was really good.
olive and jalapeno.
It was olive and jalapenos. Yeah.
infused Mexican martinis to where we would infuse our tequila with these olives and jalapenos. And dude, that was a spicy martini, but it was really good.
I enjoyed it. It was fantastic.
Dude, we can make it here. I
Right
mean,
now?
dude, yeah, it really with the $6 bottle of tequila, we
what?
can make that martini
now?
really good.
That's what I'm saying, dude. They're
Oh,
so
right.
good, and you could like the martinis we had over there were really good, and in addition, their ranch was really delicious. I don't know if you got to
I
try
just-
their ranch.
At the Sandera?
No, at this is back at Bird Dogs.
Oh, Bird Dogs.
Those
I'm
are
sorry.
the two positives I took away from that.
Their ranch was good. Well, they claim that all their sauces
Or homemade.
are homemade.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're all
I
made
heard
from
that, yeah,
scratch.
I heard that.
And see, I heard that the other place in town, not to throw dirt on anyone, but the Empire place,
Mm-hmm.
that they had a really bad review because I guess some customer went in there and they ordered onion rings and asked if they were freshly made or if they were frozen, and the server told him, "Oh, we make everything here, or whatever." And then he ordered them, and sure enough, they were like, frozen onion rings. He's like, "Yo, I work in food sales. Like, I know frozen onion rings, and I know them. It's
Yeah.
And I could tell these are, whatever."
There's been bad reviews for both and
Yeah.
good reviews for
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's just, I guess it's just working out the kinks, the inconsistency in the kitchen, like me
They are
going and getting
freshly
a bad.
open.
Yeah.
Though, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you
you
can't
know,
give
you
them
can't
that
really
much
give
of
them
a
that
hard
much of a
time.
hard time yet.
So it's like if I go, I'm gonna go back and order it again, right?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, like I want
Compare
the chicken
yours.
fried steak you had.
I'm gonna go back again. This
Or I can get double shit.
Or it could just be another shit
It's
chicken
extra
fried steak.
again.
Another chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going back again this week. Maybe. So my friend, his name's Alex. He works in the kitchen or in the kitchen manager now. I tell him I'll be back. So I think one day this week I'm gonna go there for dinner, and maybe get something else besides the chicken fried steak because that was really good. And I'm gonna ask him what he suggests that I get. Like,
a
I want to know
recommendation.
what's the
I like
what are the chef choices? Like, like leave it to the chef to get, because I think we also got the fried zucchini while we were there and the fried
Oh.
mushrooms.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of the fried zucchini, because we ordered that too.
Mm-hmm.
We ordered the fried zucchini, but it just looked like fried squash. It was yellow.
It's zucchini squash.
What do you mean?
It was yellow.
Squash is
Zucchini
is-
squash?
Zucchini squash. Well, no, zucchini squash is green, I believe. Squash is just yellow.
Right. So it's like we had ordered fried zucchini. Maybe they had ran out of zucchini, so they just fried up some squash.
Maybe.
It was still really
No,
good.
You talking about this? Was the
It's pretty
skin?
badass.
Was the
skin
skin was yellow?
Yes.
Well, it might have been a hybrid.
That's squash.
So I know some people, depending on the market,
Mm-hmm.
like the zucchini and squash, they'll hybrid them to where it's like green and yellow. Like I just gave mom
It's
Yeah.
called zucchini squash.
like a
zucchini
lichen.
squash, and it has some green spots and some yellow spots on it.
So you
And
had
it's
an
pretty much a
underworld
hybrid.
squash.
You're saying there's like the tornadoes and like the same thing. They combined.
So
To
one
a
of them's Gotenks, one of them's trunk. Or go on trunk.
Fused.
Yeah,
You're
I don't know what the
saying
tornadoes
they
is about, but yeah, what
The
Jordan
tornadoes
said.
are
They're fused.
fusing the same way that the zucchini.
Oh, you're
is
talking about the
fried.
hurricanes.
Tornado, yeah.
Oh.
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
I was like
Oh.
tornadoes. I was like, what is
Yeah.
this?
This
Like,
is not Oklahoma, dude.
tornadoes.
This ain't Oklahoma, right?
No,
We
that's
don't have-
right.
I was like, what are you talking about?
the
Like,
hurricanes.
tornadoes.
Hybrid. He said hybrid. I
They're
thought it was
hybrids.
Hybrid
underworld.
tornado / zucchini.
Yeah, you lost me for a bit. But,
No, but there is zucchini squash.
yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I just gave some
That's,
to
that's
mom,
probably
to
what
mom,
maybe
our
what
mom.
it was.
Yeah.
Or it was just squash.
But was
Yeah,
it good?
it
Was
Squash
it good?
is yellow.
It was good. Either way,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
good.
It was good? Okay,
It
cool.
was good.
I do like
Yeah.
a good fried squash with
Or
spinach
zucchini.
or zucchini. Either
Or a both.
You know what I have?
I wouldn't be mad
what
at
What I
either
have been
or.
eating that I've been liking is spaghetti squash.
Oh.
I have not had that yet.
I've been eating it with ground turkey and spaghetti sauce, and it's actually like really good. Like you wouldn't think about it, like zucchini, like squash and spaghetti noodles, in
With
spaghetti
turkey?
form, and then like the turkey, but it's actually like really good.
Do you spaghetti your own squash?
Yes.
Oh, really? So do you have like a food processor thing or whatever?
Yeah.
or-
No.
You can you cut it in half, and you can just
There's
like,
peelers for
yeah,
it.
it's peelers
Yeah,
for
you
it. Like
put
you have
it,
a
you
Oh.
put
peeler.
the whole thing in there and it comes out like noodles.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
wow.
put like the whole squash in it and you do some stuff.
I thought you had like
Razzle dazzle
a
and it
kitchen
comes out.
aid or something like that.
No.
No, just
Yeah,
a
oh,
lot.
that's pretty cool.
But, it's pretty good.
I never tried it. I should try it.
It's good. It's a little different at first when you try it because it's a little crunchy sometimes.
Mm.
But man, it's like really good and like really good for you.
Yeah.
We want Elite4 to be here for a while, so health is a big thing. So
Yeah, so I had to make a choice this week that I need to start eating more healthy to lose some of this quarantine weight that I've put on.
Quarantine weight?
Yeah, so I think for the
That's what you're calling it.
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
now you want to
Well, I'm only addressing it now, so it's
This is a perfect time to address it.
You've been in
Everyone's
quarantine.
doing it.
You've been in quarantine for a long while.
I
Then.
have.
It's my time to shine.
So I did a lot of reading about losing weight and getting into the habit of exercising, and they said that it takes 5 weeks for your body to accept like doing exercises on a regular basis, to where it's like not miserable, to where your body is like releasing endorphins for it. Like, all right, good, we're exercising. So 5 weeks. So 3 nights a week, I gotta go to the track and run at least 2 miles.
You sound
check this
really
out. All right, so check this
not
out.
happy about that.
I'm not.
Since fitness is like where I'm in. When you do cardio, you do cardio, you increase your metabolism by like 3 hours, right?
Okay.
So your body's metabolism starts kicking up for 3 hours. If you do resistance training, your metabolism increases by 36 hours.
Resistance training?
So, yes, cardio is going to help you relieve stress, kind of get that out there, out of your system. But resistance training will help boost your metabolism for a longer period rate to where like your body's consistently burning fast, more. So, a lot of people are like, well, I do cardio, I've plateaued, I can't really lose anymore. I don't like lifting weights or whatever. Like, if you're doing some sort of resistance training, you're boosting your metabolism more than what you would do with just cardio. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. That way you can start seeing the effects go through when you're trying to lose more.
Yeah, I'll look into some resistance training.
What are some resistant training tools? Like, are we talking weighted vest and running with that?
You can do, like, if you're going to do cardio, you can do, like, with a weighted vest if you want to. Start off small, increase your weight as you go, what you can handle. You don't want to kill yourself when you're out there. That's a lot of, like, the things that we see in, like, people just go, like, 150% in trying to do, like, heavy weights or do the most out of something, and then they just get burned down and they quit. You want to pace yourself, set a goal for yourself, and a goal that's like obtainable, not something that's just like, I'm trying to lose like,
150.
I'm trying to lose 50 pounds like in like a month. I mean,
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, unless your diet is like, water
and
Fine.
gas.
Yeah.
So this is what I'll do. I'm gonna weigh myself tonight after this podcast. I'm gonna go run 3 nights a week this week, and I'm gonna eliminate almost all the fried food in my diet. And I'll weigh myself every week on the podcast, and we'll track it.
So do this. Set your goal for 10,000 steps.
10,000 steps?
In a day.
In a day?
In a day. 10,000 steps in a day. And if you complete, like, you can keep track on your phone if you have a Fitbit or whatever. Keep track of your steps. Like 10,000 steps a day is like a minute, like 9 to 10,000 is what you want to hit.
Dude, I used to do like double that working in the restaurant.
It doesn't show.
No, because I ate a lot. It was a restaurant.
Yeah.
He was walking.
I was
to
walking.
Go eat.
I was walking to the kitchen.
Yeah. So
As I was snacking.
yeah. So like eliminate your fried food. Look into, like, don't try to eliminate all your carbs because your body does need carbs to continue to survive. But definitely if you want to look and change your diet around, and then like trying to hit 10,000 steps in a day, if you want to increase it more, like if you hit it, you feel like going out and walking another mile or so, that's always good. But key thing is like diet first, and then like including your exercises in there as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Do you have a diet plan yet?
I just said I'm gonna eliminate all the fried food from my diet.
So just fried food. You just no fried food. That's it. That's your diet.
That's gonna be way better than what I'm doing now.
Well, yeah. Anything's better.
All right, it's baby steps, my dude.
Don't try to just take the spoon out of my hand, man.
Exactly.
Knock it all out. What is that? Give me that.
Dude, doing no fast food or no fried food, that's hard enough.
It's hard.
That's hard enough.
It's hard because you think about
No
the
fried
environment you're in. You're constantly on the road. You're going to be picking up, like fast food. But you can also pick up fast food, but make the fast food like a healthy choice.
Yeah, be smarter about it.
Be smarter about it. Just don't go and grab the double patty from
dude,
Whataburger,
I'm going to lose some weight, and I'll be able to play ball with y'all better. Ball you up, son. Fucking buy some J's and fucking dunk on your ass.
Oh, dude, I would love that, actually.
Speaking of sports, y'all been keeping up with any sports?
Yes. Thank God sports is back. I was watching reruns of old football and basketball games before all this because there's no sports on TV.
Like, I needed
something.
I know the outcome of this game, but I'm going to get hyped anyway.
Dude, I mean, it's still entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, it still is. Like,
or get into a different sport. Like when I was watching some soccer games because I'd never seen soccer, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna check out some soccer games, and that was pretty entertaining, but not like football and basketball.
Baseball.
That's on the contact part.
Hard to watch soccer.
And there was a lot of like
very physical.
Really?
Very physical
you
sport.
Can't watch
though.
soccer?
Dude,
I can't watch it. I can't do it either.
Really?
It's just not that entertaining to me.
Really?
Nope. I'll say my sports are. My number one sport I love watching is baseball. I love watching baseball. I love watching football. And I love watching basketball. Love it. I'll go to Astro games every fucking year, and I've been fucking pissed that I can't go to one this year.
You can donate to get your picture in the stand as a fan.
I want to be there and drink St. Arnold's beer and nachos.
What did we just talk about your diet? Already breaking.
So yeah, maybe it's a good thing I can't go because I would definitely. All I do when I go to Astros games, I just pig out and fucking drink a bunch of beer.
what a
And
lot of
it's
people do.
so,
Yeah.
but it's so much fun though, dude. So much fun.
Of course, you go for the experience and you go for the food,
Yeah.
even though it's overpriced as hell. You still,
You got a
you're
good
gonna
time?
you're gonna buy the
Yeah.
the $10 hot dog.
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
The $12 beer or whatever it is, and go and chill. I mean, yeah, I do that like when I would go to Spurs games, man. Like
Yeah.
you
So,
definitely
yeah.
go and get the food, get a
How many
beer.
hot dogs you get a game?
Man, I only do like 2 maybe.
2.
Footlongs?
No, just a regular.
Oh.
How many bites?
Yeah.
Twice, like 2 bites.
Two bites done?
2 bites in his
I
one.
believe
One
it.
bite per hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 bite per hot dog, 2 bites. Yeah.
All right.
for the
So,
total.
so baseball. So baseball is not the most entertaining to watch for me
Oh, I love
on
it.
TV.
Really?
Right? On TV, I would rather watch football. I'd rather watch basketball, and then probably baseball. But if I'm gonna watch a live sport, baseball jumps to number 1 for me. To going to like a baseball game, that's like the most funnest thing compared to going to a football game live or basketball game.
That's the great American pastime, man.
It is. I do like going to a basketball game. I haven't been to a football game.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy the basketball games as well. I think it's pretty cool. Just the atmosphere and everything like that.
Mhm.
But to really say, how about this for y'all? Hockey game.
Never been.
Never
Never
been.
Never,
been?
but I want to.
It is the most badass thing like you could go and see. Like I've been to one. I'm a Dallas Stars fan. I like watching them.
Okay.
I went to an actual game in Dallas. I was actually there for a Magic tournament. Wound up scrubbing on the Magic tournament, whatever. The Dallas Stars are going to be
Usual.
playing. Yeah, usual stuff. Not going thinking I'm going to take off somewhere with Magic. No. I did do pretty well. I did place top 32.
You're talking about Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
Magic.
the
Yeah,
card
Yeah,
game.
for like all my nerds out there. Magic
Yeah.
the Gathering.
I mean, I don't know if y'all know this, but we're all fucking nerds
We're
here.
nerds.
we're
Yeah.
supreme nerds.
Have you seen us?
Yeah.
Do y'all know what we do in our spare time?
Yeah. Do you know how we met? Yeah, I
It's
think
not
I
that. It's other things. It's not just that.
So you scrubbed out.
So I scrubbed out. So let's say
So you
I
lost.
scrubbed out. I went and I got a ticket. Like the tickets were still available. So I picked up a ticket to go see the Dallas Stars, and I got there, and I was like maybe 6 rows from the glass, right?
Oh.
So I had really good seats, and dude, that game is like really aggressive, man. Like you look at it on TV and you really don't think anything about it, but you see like when you see it live and you like hear them going like when they hit the ice, like it's like they're hitting the ice at like 100 miles an hour, man. Like they're just like sprinting
way.
on.
I don't
on-
believe that.
Can we get a fact? Who's fact
Yeah,
check?
dude, it is. Yeah,
No.
I
Quick
legit
question:
tell
who's your
you,
favorite hockey player?
my favorite hockey player?
Exactly.
Like Jamie from the Dallas Stars. He's the team captain.
Oof, that's good.
Yeah.
100
That's-
miles
That's,
per hour.
that's good enough for me. No,
Yeah.
but hockey is a real contact sport.
No, it
I mean,
really
come on,
is.
it's a sport that
They
still
fight.
allows fighting.
They
Yeah.
fight
It's,
each other.
it's allowed. Like, you know,
It is.
you
They
just,
take their gloves off and
Yeah.
they beat the shit out of each other.
Square up.
They square up on
Son of a
skates.
bitch.
I don't even know what's like more.
How
What's
manly
more
is that?
harder? Yeah, like what's harder than
imagine-
You see my figure
Running,
skates?
yeah.
Fuck you up on.
Imagine
Yeah.
trying to run and do all this stuff, right? But then be like, oh wait, I'm gonna be on ice,
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be cold.
Y'all ever
Yeah.
went golfing?
and I'm on a skate.
Y'all want to do it on ice?
yeah.
And the hole's this bigger?
Imagine being on a skate
That
on
game
ice.
and that game that I went to actually went to sudden death.
Wait,
you know,
what?
'cause it was-
Someone
it was
died?
tied.
Who died?
Oh man.
okay, hold on.
Wait, what?
Tell us after this break. Hold on. We'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? For the 1 or 2 of you that are still watching, I'd like to talk to y'all about Food Versus. It's a fun little sideshow that we do revolving around food and challenges, from blind palate tasting contests to food rankings. It's a super fun show that we do. If you'd like to check it out, you can just click right here on the link. It'll take you to our page. A lot of episodes coming up. Be on the lookout for it. Check it out. And let's get back to the podcast.
So, sudden death.
Yeah, so sudden death, they're on the ice, and the first team to score basically wins. Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah. First goal wins.
they're going back and forth. They're skating their ass off, man. Like it's badass. And everybody's like, dude, like if you're in front of the glass, like people are beating on the glass, dude. Like they'll knock each other into the glass and start like trying to punch the glass and hit the dude that's against the glass. I'm like, dude, like this is badass. Like like people are fighting. Like the puck's going like freaking 100 miles an hour into the crowd and stuff like that. They have nets set up. Like, can you imagine getting hit by a hockey puck? This dude took one to the face when I was like, on the ice. Like he got hit in the face. It was great. I applauded.
I'm gonna have to go see a Dallas Star game, dude. And
I'm telling you, man. Like, it's badass, dude. Like, it's really cool. Like I said, Jamie Benn, like team captain of the Dallas Stars, led them. They actually wind up losing, but it was a badass game. Dude.
a lot of
it was
losing
cool.
happened that day.
A lot of losing.
Definitely.
People getting hit in the face. I got scrubbed out. People
down.
beating on the
A
glass.
lot of losses that day.
A lot of losses all around the
Chalk
Texas.
it up.
You know what I hear is one of the best sporting, probably the best, is a UFC event.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
I do love a good.
Yes.
I have not been to one, but
Neither have I, and I think Brian and I have talked about going
For years.
and we've planned it for a few years, and we just can never
Just
make
never.
it.
Yeah.
But
I hear it's one of the most unique sporting experiences.
Well, what makes it so unique?
I haven't been.
seeing like people
Oh.
beat the shit out of each other,
I thought you would have heard.
that's what I was told.
Someone told you it was unique.
I love it. I love it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What's so unique about it? You got to go to find out, man.
Ask me that same question
All right,
when
cool.
you go.
Like, I guess people go to wrestling events. I wonder what's the difference between wrestling events and UFC events.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
It's real.
I don't know. A lot of people believe wrestling's real.
Well,
not.
you're one of those people, aren't you?
It's not.
No, I don't watch wrestling.
You tell me
Not-
it's not.
Wrestling's definitely not.
Wrestling's definitely not real. It's
My
very
life is in
staged.
fucking shambles right now.
What's crazy is like with both wrestling and UFC and maybe any sporting right now, but like I think wrestling and UFC right now for sure, like it thrives off the crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like wrestling, like you're hearing them like hit the mat or like
The
doing
chest.
chops to the chest and everything like that. The crowd's not going hyping up. There's nobody there, of course. Like so, it really does look more played out now.
Talk about now with Corona.
Yeah, with Corona, like
Yeah.
the crowd
The lack
factor.
of audience.
Yeah, the crowd
Yeah.
factor is missing. So like, there's definitely more. You can see some of like the acting in the sense of wrestling because they would pan to the
They got to
crowd.
make up for it, right?
Yeah, UFC is the same way. Like you're seeing these two dudes or two chicks, beat the shit out of each other, and like you hear the contact, like getting
man.
jaw checked.
I think I like that better.
I do too.
Dude,
really
I
do.
was fixing to say,
I
I
know.
wonder if that makes it better. Like,
Yeah,
get some
right.
ASMR fucking UFC stuff going on,
I
know?
don't need. I don't want the crowd there because you just feel like more personal in the fight.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
like hearing the groans or the whatever
Body
the,
check.
the
The
contact.
Some
the
of those
contact.
hits when they hit, you're like, "Fuck that." hurt.
I prefer. I'm honestly. I feel like I'm not gonna like when the crowd comes back.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause you're hearing them just like the grittiness of the fight itself, and like the contact. Like man, like like take it like when All-Star Overeem got knocked, like his lip busted, and knocked
Yeah.
out. and
Ooh, that
everything
was
like
nasty.
The crowd like was behind it, so you really couldn't hear the impact. Like think about the impact like of that dude just like
Oh,
really like
God.
busting through All-Star Overeem's face and just like hearing that.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
you probably hear his lip flap, like like it's.
It's funny
Good.
because like watching the fights is just it seems more like a art form instead of entertainment now that the crowd's
Taken
gone,
out, yeah.
right. It's
Yeah.
like 'cause
The-
you're focused on like the technique or just like whatever like
Then putting
it
on
just,
a show.
right. It's like you're more like there's a focal point and it's just on the fight, not like on the yelling and like the panning to the crowd. Everyone's
Yeah.
like screaming.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, back in Pride, I don't know if you have ever. I'm
Yes.
sure Noel,
Yes,
you definitely know Jordan.
Yeah.
But basically, when it was in China or wherever,
Japan.
over
Japan,
Japan
yeah.
overseas, the crowd would be silent. Like
Yes.
they wouldn't like yell in like the same way it's here in America.
So what are you talking about? What is Pride?
So Pride was like a mixed martial arts contest that was more aggressive than what UFC was. Like you can do soccer kicks.
Less rules.
Yeah, like there was a little
Okay.
less rules. There was like you can do soccer kicks to the head. You know, I followed a lot of fighters from there. Like from my time was like Mirko Krokop was one of my favorite. Ernesto Hus was another one. Bob Sapp was really famous
Could
because
you headbutt?
yeah, you could headbutt. You could when they're on the ground, like you can actually like hold them down and kick like soccer kick
Yeah.
them to the head.
So I guess you just couldn't kill them. Like do no
Yeah.
fatality. You know,
Yeah.
anything that can
Maybe
cause.
you could.
You could have hit to the
fatalities.
groin, you know, things like
Oof.
that. You couldn't choke to the, you know, chop to the neck or anything like that. But like, there was like a lot of like, you know, brutality in it. You know, like it was
Okay.
just like, you know, but you know, Brian's right. Like the crowd would be really silent because
Well-
they would hear the contact. They would want to hear that contact from the fighters. You know, like they would.
Yeah.
I want to hear that pain.
Really hear that connect if you were, you know, hitting with the head kick or, you know, hitting with a cross or a jab, you know, or, you know, delivering the two-piece combo, you know. So Pride was like, you know, I followed that. You know,
Yeah.
that was something that I liked
And
as well.
yeah, and I feel like so imagine they saw it as an art form. So when you're at the movies, right, you're not like talking, you're not screaming in the middle of the movie. That's the same way for them. They're watching this show,
Yeah.
right, this art form, and so like they're not out there yelling, interrupting it. You know, everyone's just watching it, enjoying it.
Yeah, most
So,
definitely.
do you think was that Pride's rules that you gotta be quiet,
No.
or you think that was just the Japanese audience just being
Respectful.
more
Respectful.
respectful
Yes.
for
Yeah.
the art form
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the martial arts that they're
Just
watching?
taking it in and just enjoying it and not.
Yeah,
And I
'cause
love-
you
yeah.
had like a lot of, you know, like of course like UFC does too, but like you had a lot of like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners, you have Muay Thai practitioners, you know, Okinawan karate or, you know, Taekwondo. So they would really like look at the art form that they were presenting as the fighters and really respect it, you know,
Yeah.
because, you know, that's two people going in there representing their style, you know, being mixed martial artists and really giving it their all. And like I said, you know, like there was a lot of like, I think, you know, Pride really, UFC took over here in the United States, of course, but like Pride really set the
Mainstream.
tone of like, like martial artists and like mixed martial arts up there. Because those dudes are bangers. Not to say like they're not now, but like, you know, you look at people like Mirko Krokop, Ernesto Hus, Bob Sapp even, for those times, and they were just like straight like gangsters in the ring, man. Like they would just go at it.
And a lot of those Pride fighters came to the UFC
Yeah.
because pretty much Pride kind of dissolved and UFC was just
Taking it,
skyrocketing
yeah,
off. And
yeah.
so UFC started sucking up all of these small, pretty much promotions like
Like
They-
Pride,
who-
was it Strike Force?
Strike Force, yeah. So like,
Strike Force. Yeah, Strike Force.
Yeah.
Is it WEC?
is that, oh yeah, WEC too.
WEC, because that's where Uriah Faber came from, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken. Yeah.
That's right.
Like the UFC started taking over. They were kind of failing as a franchise, and then they kind of like, you know, restructured, came back, and like was like, you know, they were basically consuming all these other like small organizations. Like for Pride, I think the one standing right now is
Bellator.
Bellator, Glory. I heard Glory's still going, which
Oh.
is straight kickboxing. Which one of my favorite fighters right now is God, I'm drawing a blank now. Verhoeven. He's been like dominating the kickboxing scene for heavyweight. So he's been doing really well. So
Man, to just go back to the Japanese stuff. I'm always so blown away about their culture, and how much respect they have, just like in their culture.
yeah,
I think if I could live anywhere else besides the United States, I think it would be Japan. I don't know where y'all would want to live,
I
but
admire their patience. I feel
Their
like there's
patience?
a lot of patience.
well, I feel like you require a lot of patience.
I need a lot of patience that I don't have. Yes. Maybe I need that lifestyle in my life to learn some fucking patience.
Yeah, I think if I got a job there like teaching English, I would take it in a heartbeat.
I hope so. You know English.
Yeah, right. I think that's the only job I could really do there.
Right. Yeah.
You know, maybe some oil field stuff, maybe
maybe. I don't
some
know.
offshore
Some
stuff.
barbecuing.
Oh,
You are from
and
Texas.
introduce some Texas barbecue to the
Yeah.
Japanese.
Let me fuck up y'all's
I
world
don't,
real
dude,
quick. With some
I don't
Texas
know. The,
barbecue.
the Japanese have such great food though, dude.
They do, yeah.
They
But
really
ain't
do.
nothing like Texas barbecue.
Oof, Texas barbecue.
And yeah, Miguel, you do.
Oh,
you do
dude.
barbecue up some good.
You do.
Barbecue.
Fun fact. Do you know? Are y'all familiar with the chain Church's Chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
Do y'all know outside the United States, Church's Chicken is known as Texas chicken, because
Really?
Church's started in Texas,
I did not know.
so they rebranded their stuff. It's called Church's Chicken, no, Texas Chicken. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
Yeah, someone just told me that this past week, and I was like, really? And I looked into it, and sure enough, like Church's
That's
Chicken,
actually-
just,
weird.
just called
I didn't
Texas
know that.
Chicken.
Yeah.
And yeah, because it's like when I go eat at churches, I don't think, oh, this is a Texas thing, but in other parts of the world, it certainly is.
I also heard a mutual friend of ours that from all of us. He was in Japan for his honeymoon, and they did they were doing a guide and everything like that. He said that they were serving raw egg, like in their meal, like raw egg and chicken and stuff like that.
Raw eggs?
Raw eggs and chicken.
Was the
chicken
chicken
was raw.
raw?
Chicken was
The
raw.
chicken was raw?
Hell no.
The chicken was raw.
I don't know about
Did he
that.
live
He
to
told
tell?
me. He told me the reason why they did it. They didn't eat it. He said, but they said that they do it because their chickens are free range. Like they're not cooped up in like stacks. You know, like how you see them like here in America, like on chicken farms, like they're stacked up. You know, they're just shitting on each other.
Good
and
old
everything
chicken
like
coop.
that. You know,
Just
like
locked
a
up.
good old chicken coop. Yeah, like their chickens run free and they're free range chickens. That the
They're happier.
disease and everything like that is like not there. You know, like I just this is something that he told me, and I believe him because like he's a very he's not a guy that's gonna like lie or anything like that.
Who would lie about
Yeah.
that?
Who would lie
Yeah.
I don't know like, who would lie.
You look
about,
like you wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, like so like it was just
That's
like
the best
interesting
you
to
got.
hear
That's
that
all they
from like a
get you.
culture over there. It's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, let me ask y'all something. Yeah, can we talk about this chicken fried steak again?
Bring the
Can we
chicken
bring
fried
the
steak.
chicken
He's not
fried-
right about the chicken fried steak.
Bring it back.
What are you on
I'm
about?
He
still
still
on
wants to cook the chicken
Okay,
fried steak.
so-
but no
Have
gravy.
you had a worse chicken fried steak than that?
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
The
Wow.
worst?
That was the
So
worst
that
chicken
was
fried
what
steak.
you
Yeah,
ever had?
it was unedible. Like I couldn't eat it.
It was
I,
unedible.
but
He
did
said it
you
was
eat it?
unedible. Just the center was
Yeah,
edible.
the center- yeah,
Just
the
center.
center.
Just the center was edible.
I want to know who else. So they claim to have the best chicken fried steak. Y'all said Double J Eatery
Double
before
J
this
Eatery,
had the
yeah.
best chicken fried steak,
Yeah.
and that's all a consensus from
Francis Marie's has a pretty damn good.
What?
Francis Maurice
Really?
does have a
Yes.
really good chicken fried
What
steak.
That's
a-
what I want to get to. Like,
What a contender that I didn't even think
it's
about.
a Mexican chicken fried steak, right?
Yeah.
That's what they call
Owned
it.
by a white doctor.
Oh wait, hold on. Did they put the chicken chili con queso on it?
Yes.
See,
Oh.
so this place does it too. That they do the same thing there.
Who?
Bird dogs. You can have it with the
Well, see, you didn't get
gravy,
no sauce
or you can have it with chili con
I
queso.
get. What do you? I get sauce
on the side. on the
You get that
I'm
on the
still
side.
getting it.
I don't feel like you get it though. I feel
No,
like
I-
you
I
get
know
it.
what
but
you're
I'm
saying.
getting it.
I don't feel
It's
like
not
It's still being brought to me.
From a guy that says they get gravy on the side, you don't get it, dude. You don't
I
get it.
get it.
You don't
Y'all
get it.
don't get
You
it.
don't get it. No, we're not.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't.
I
We
mean,
don't get what you're
last
on.
time I checked, I put the gravy on my steak. As
Hell
it
It
yeah,
comes
yeah.
with the gravy already on it. I don't
That's what
put
makes
it
it
on
chicken fried steak.
I put the gravy on my own steak.
So you
I
did
don't let
his
another
job.
man put gravy on my steak. Okay.
It's about
Put
presentation.
gravy on my steak. It's gonna be.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
feel
respect
comfortable.
that.
I don't feel
I
comfortable
respect
letting,
that.
letting another man put gravy on
You're
my
right.
steak.
I will gravy my own steak.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you want to say about
So
this?
who? So you're saying who are the contenders for?
Chicken
Best
fried
chicken
steak?
fried steak.
Yes.
I'll tell you right now. All right. I'm gonna say Bird Dogs. I'll say Double J's Eatery. I will say Francis Marie.
Okay.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
And I will say the fourth one would probably be Texas Roadhouse.
Yes.
Oh,
They
okay.
do it.
They do a damn good
I
chicken
forgot
fried
about
steak.
So I would
They
say
do.
those are the 4 chicken fried steak places.
And
If you want,
as
oh.
well for the Texas Roadhouse, their gravy is made by scratch and everything. Like their batter is too and everything.
I
like
mean,
that.
as far as a chain restaurant goes, I'm
That's
sure
what they say,
they get
yeah.
they get all the ingredients and they just probably put it together
Yeah.
themselves. You know.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I've ate a chicken fried steak at Texas Roadhouse, and I thought it was a good meal. I always thought that Double J's was always better,
Yeah.
but I would say the Roadhouse has always been more consistent because they're a chain and they have recipes they follow, all the line chefs.
The chicken fried steak you had, you said it was better. It was the best chicken fried steak you ever had at Bird Dogs.
Yeah, I would say the best chicken fried steak I've ever had in Victoria for sure.
Was from
Was
Bird
from
Dogs.
Bird Dogs.
Bird Dogs, yeah.
And you're saying the worst one you've
I'm
ever had
saying
in
the
your life.
worst. Yeah, yeah.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna make a food versus episode from it?
Yeah, maybe we
I'm
might
telling you,
put
steak
it up
off.
to.
You and that guy who
we-
made your chicken fried steak.
maybe we can see if we can get some of the chefs to come on.
Well, that's a lot of people.
I mean, but like bring all 4 and like we can have a
I just want to know who made that one.
I want to know his
Shit, man.
specific name.
Nah.
No,
I mean,
I'm
I've made some shit food in the kitchen before. You know, we all
believe it.
have off nights
you
or
still
off.
do.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever send out food just knowing, like, dude, someone's
gonna-
not gonna enjoy
deliberately
this?
not.
It's gonna get sent back.
I don't think so.
No,
I mean, I've sent steaks overcooked but like when it came back, I was like, shit, that's overcooked. But not
You knew.
purposely knowing.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not gonna overcook this.
because
motherfucker.
just the feeling of seeing like someone come back and like with the plate, like the manager walk back and you're just like, oh shit, like
Shit.
like
That's
Yeah,
hard.
was it medium well?
Like,
Did he want medium well? I gave him well.
And then even if it's like more, if they ask for medium well or something, it's like a medium. You're just so like, that could kind of be,
Yeah.
You make excuses
You
for
pick
yourself,
it-
Yeah.
but in the back, you're just like, that's not medium well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So
Trying
that's
to cover your ass, but
yeah.
So let's think about what we could do for that. But what food do y'all send back? Like
I've never
Nothing.
sent back food.
Nothing.
Really?
I ain't gonna be
I
that
don't either.
person.
No.
Yeah, because like
I ain't gonna be that.
yeah,
You
I've heard, yeah.
what if your food is like you just can't eat it?
What
What do you do?
If my chicken was raw, if I had chicken something, if it was
Yeah.
raw, that shit's getting sent back.
Yes.
Other than that, if it's a steak, whether it's well done, medium well,
Still
I'm gonna
mooing?
eat the motherfucker.
Still
Yeah.
mooing.
I'm gonna eat it.
The thing with chicken
I've seen
is,
people
yeah.
send a steak back 3 times.
Oh no!
3 fucking
Oh, no,
times.
no.
And I'm just like, dude, that steak, the second time is gonna come back fucked up.
Yeah.
And you want to send it back 2 more times
Oh,
after
yeah.
that? Dude, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just eat your fucking steak.
So
I mean-
yeah, if
I mean-
I'm sorry,
Go
I hate
ahead.
to say it like that. I'm not trying to be. I mean, I know you like your steaks. Everyone likes their steaks a certain way.
Yeah, of course.
I would
But-
say if it's undercooked, you can send it back once.
Yes.
Once. If you want a little bit more on it, like if it's too rare for you,
Yes.
sure. If you're
Yes.
that kind of person,
I agree with that.
Okay. I
yeah.
agree with that
But
too, yeah.
like, if it's a little overcooked, don't send it back. You just eat your goddamn steak.
Yeah.
Like you don't know who the fuck's making your food. Like
Exactly.
you just
Yeah.
you just take what God gives you. All right?
It's like some people who complain about it, they act like they can make the best fucking steak in the world. Like they never fucked up on a steak.
Yeah.
You can tell me you can make your steak exactly how you want every time.
Nah,
no, you're gonna put it back on
I
the
can't.
grill
I
or
can't.
you're gonna take it off early.
Brian says he
I
can.
make some pretty
I don't
good
know.
goddamn steaks.
Brian, you know what? Brian makes pretty good as dessert.
Dessert.
We
That's
talk-
it.
we talk-
That's it. We talked about
He
this.
makes a
we
great
talked about
fucking
Yeah,
salad.
let me
I'll
hop
tell
back
you
to
that.
what you said about chicken. If you have raw chicken, you send it back no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because the possibility of danger that cook might be sending out to other tables.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you just want to make sure that you
It's
send
brought
it
to
back and they
attention,
know,
yeah.
hey,
A little more.
be careful on your chicken because that could really mess. It could be a kid's chicken,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and that could really harm that kid. So you
Yep.
always send that back. It's mainly for their training purposes, so they don't do it further on.
Yeah.
Is there any other protein that you got to do that to?
No, I don't think so.
What about lamb?
No. I don't. Is
'Cause
lamb cooked all the way?
I don't know. Chef Ramsay's always like, you could kill someone. This lamb is still raw. I see him on his shows.
I don't know. I've never
What is
really.
this shit?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, I feel like we eat raw red meat all the time.
Oh.
That I wonder. I don't know if
A lot of people say, there were a lot of people are afraid to eat pork that's undercooked.
Oh,
But really,
Yeah, of
you could
course.
eat it. You can eat pork undercooked.
Really?
I've done it before. Like get some pork tenderloin cooked medium. You could do it. So like I guess there was a disease that was around, but it's been eradicated.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like just that fear,
The fear of it, yeah.
from back in the day. Like, oh, you gotta cook your pork all the way through. I mean, even our parents, like they're like, oh, pork chops, you gotta cook that shit all the way through. I'm like, nah, dude,
Nah.
give me that little
To
pink
me,
center, dude.
Growing up, it was chicken.
Just chicken.
Yeah,
was the
chicken.
thing.
Chicken still to
Chicken
this
was a
day.
big thing.
Yeah,
You could
till this
undercook,
day.
You know,
Yeah.
steaks,
Chicken
some pork,
legs, stuff like that.
chicken,
You look at the legs.
Yeah.
You can undercook a chicken and it will fuck your world up.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
Your
And you know what?
stomach, your head, everything. You're gonna.
And chicken, I don't even think is even good undercooked. Like like pork,
At
it's
all.
still good undercooked.
At all.
Fish, I mean,
No.
I had some like salmon that's like been undercooked and stuff. Like it's good. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
It is.
duck
Yeah.
is another thing that you can get raw or medium rare or
You can eat
whatever.
duck raw?
Yeah, or not raw, but medium rare or
Pink center.
pink center. Yeah, not cooked all the way through. Super good, dude.
Really?
Duck
I've never- I
is
don't- I've
super
never had
good.
mallard.
Don't because if you fully cook duck, it gets real rubbery and stuff. So you have to undercook it.
Heard that.
But chicken that's not even appealing to me. Like beef is good, like raw, like hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, like fish too. like,
Fish too,
like
like
good
But
chicken.
the chicken's the one thing that you
I
just don't
just
do.
don't
It.
like
Like seared
uncooked
tuna.
chicken
Like I
and
love
stuff.
Oh,
seared
dude.
tuna. Yeah, seared
Yes.
tuna, seared mahi. Like it's
Yes.
really good.
Good old ham sandwich.
But but I think
Ham
we
sandwich.
were talking before the podcast. Y'all wanted to do a because football season's ramping up, right?
Yes,
Yes.
finally.
Is it?
Yes.
What are we?
excited.
Are we in the preseason or are we actually
I
in the
think
real
they're
season?
skipping the whole preseason.
Yeah,
that
there's no
what's going on?
preseason.
No
They went from
preseason.
doing
No
half the-
preseason.
Half the preseason games is what it was supposed to be, and then now it's just no preseason games.
Preseason is when I start my shit talking. I get ready. I'll go on record and I'll say, hate me if you want. Let me know in the comics or the comments if you hate me. I am a die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yes, same here.
Talk shit. Talk shit. Anyone talk shit about me.
I'm a Cowboys fan
The
too.
thing about
Oh,
being a Dallas
go.
Cowboys fan, you can talk shit before preseason even starts.
Yeah,
That's-
Cowboys
that-
Super
we're
Bowl
going to the Super
2020.
Bowl. We're going to the fucking Super
We're
Bowl.
We say it every year. We're going to the
don't
Super
care.
Bowl.
I don't care.
We're there.
And then when we
Jerry
don't go,
Jones is the quarterback. We're going to the Super
we're
Bowl.
going to Super Bowl. And when we don't go, well, we're going next year.
Yep.
No.
That's
I'm
true.
probably like the only fan for the Broncos here.
Oh, you're a Broncos
I've been
fan?
a Broncos fan since John Elway.
Get out of here, dude. You're off the podcast.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Peyton
Just
Manning,
kidding.
Peyton
Oh,
Manning,
just
Peyton
kidding.
Manning
Cut
did
him out.
work on
Peyton
with
Manning
the
did do
Broncos.
Yeah?
Honestly, I haven't been following it
Because of the coronavirus?
recently. But yeah, I know our team shit.
Yeah, I want to say we're about 2.5 weeks out.
Yeah.
Really?
Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close.
Are y'all going to do a fantasy league? Anyone?
I would love
Yeah,
to, actually.
yeah, absolutely.
We're trying to work on that right now.
Oh,
Actually,
you want to do one ourselves? You want to do one?
I would, yeah.
we
I'd
should
love
have
to.
a fantasy league.
Oh, yeah. Who?
That
well,
would
all
be
right.
fun.
So I'll say I've never done one, but if we want to do one, I'll win. And I want y'all to tell me what am I going to win?
Miguel's just gonna
what
have
am I
a bunch
gonna
of
win?
Cowboys players.
Yeah.
He's
He's
just
gonna
gonna have
have
the
the-
I'm
Cowboy
literally
offense.
I'm literally going to draft the whole Cowboys
He's
team.
gonna draft Romo.
Still taking
Tony,
Romo.
oh yeah, Tony Romo's in this Sunday.
Tony
Miguel, he's announcing. Yeah,
He's
we're
announcing
still
I
gonna
won
win.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna
First
get here.
10
We're
minutes
going
is gonna be
to
Romo.
the
Going
He
to
could
the Super
still
Bowl,
get
baby.
signed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could. Yeah.
Come back.
Come back.
All right, so what are we gonna do? I mean, we'll get 8 players. I know there's only 4 of us here, but the Elite 4 staff does run a little deep. We'll get 8 people in on this draft, but what's at stake here?
Usually it's money, and then usually if last place has.
So
an
the thing
embarrassing-
is-
Rights,
yeah.
money.
So the thing is that money is cool, but I want something more exciting, something that we can actually show off here.
What are you thinking? What do you want?
I don't know, dude. Like
Where's your mind at?
a trophy.
a trophy
More than a
for
trophy.
sure.
A ring.
You know,
Ooh, a
or
ring. I kind of like that idea,
ring?
actually.
what could the winner get that would be rewarding? Like maybe a trophy, maybe like whoever's in
Maybe-
dead last has to bake the winner of the cake or something.
What if like let's say all the 7 losers pitch in and get like a custom hat for the winner, like an Elite 4
Like a snapback.
snapback. Like
that would be
custom-made
pretty
hat,
cool.
And just has like 2020
Champion.
champion,
Yeah.
fantasy champion.
That sounds good. We'll
Maybe
talk
just
about
pass
it.
around.
FFC.
Hopefully nobody ever has lice.
No, I think we can get a new hat. We'll have the year on the hat.
New hat
Yeah,
every
A new
year.
hat every
Yeah.
year. Okay.
New hat every year. If y'all have
win, you
better,
get that hat for that
if y'all
year.
have better ideas, let us know in the
Yeah,
comments
please let us know.
on
guys.
what the winner could receive
Yeah.
for the prize.
And also we would have to discuss last place penalty.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm thinking a dunk tank, and all of us just have a bunch of balls and we just throw it.
That seems too easy.
Yeah.
See, that doesn't seem.
But I'm gonna
Like,
film it and put it on the
I'm gonna need, I'm
Are
gonna
they
need-
getting dunked into just straight water?
I need
or is it
harsh-
something
something
they don't wanna
harsher.
get dunked
Yeah,
into?
they want like
Pickles.
supreme hard.
they're getting pickle juice.
I kind of like pickles.
Ooh, that's good.
Have y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that new movie, American Pickle with Seth Rogen?
I've seen
I
the-
believe it
I've
was
seen the
on
trailer.
HBO
not.
Max.
I have not seen it.
I've seen I saw the first half of it last night, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. I recommend it so far.
We'll do check it out.
I'm trying to see if my bunny ears will pick it up.
Bunny ears.
Jordan's not. Jordan's
Well,
not
if I hold it
kidding.
just right, I can catch it.
What are you
over
getting?
HBO.
Over here getting a illegal cable stealer or what?
No.
Off record.
What do you got? You got a raspberry Pi or something? What do you got
I
over
got
there?
nothing.
Yeah.
You got nothing.
He's in the
Where do
country.
you think I got
he's
this money at?
Well, all right. Well, let us know in the comments what you think the winner should get for the our fantasy league.
Also, if you have another suggestion for top chicken fried steak, please leave it in the
Yes,
comments.
in Victoria.
Leave it in the
Right?
In
comments.
Victoria.
In
yes.
Victoria.
In Victoria,
Texas?
yeah, in Victoria.
That would be actually really
Also,
good.
too, let us know what you think as far as the last place would be for
punishment.
The punishment.
Yeah.
Last place punishment.
Last place punishment.
And that's my favorite thing. I love punishing people.
Yes.
Wow.
He does.
I love handing out punishment.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Tune in. We got any more food versus coming up, Brian?
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
We just talked.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
We just talked about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Damn it.
coming.
Oh, that's right.
So if you haven't seen the segment, just
Yeah.
rewind
If
it
you
back.
missed out on things like I do, then yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for more food versus, and join us next week for another episode of the Elite 4 podcast. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Later.
I never had a father.